Hi guys, I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy, and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specializing in color therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Readings and Insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins? Well, did you? I didn't think so. Now, today on the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colors, numbers, and the alphabet. Now, I work with an incredible sequence of beautiful dual colored oil bottles like these ones here, and essence sprays, and of course, Pythagorean numerology, which I found to be the most accurate and relatable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So if you'd like some insights with me today, then remember to drop your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. So I'm going to be looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences today during the live. Sorry, somebody's just trying to call me. Bizarre, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm also going to be using the beautiful Cosmic Family Oracle cards today to add in an extra layer of information. So these are a beautiful deck of cards which feature 7 different galactic races, archangels, and ascended masters. So there's 88 cards in the deck, and they're really, really powerful. And they teach you about color therapy and numerology as well. So, very inclusive. Now, before we get into all of that, though, I would like to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. So thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel to grow, and hopefully you're enjoying the content that I'm creating through not only my Andromedan channelings but also through the 2 different podcasts that I host, the Cosmic Conversations podcast and of course the Numerology show as well, and they get uploaded weekly. So I've been interviewing some very interesting people. I've got some really interesting people lined up as well to speak to that are also going to be launched and published soon. So hello to Lydia Robles, nice to see you. How are you today? And hopefully feeling a bit better than you were yesterday. So I know that yesterday you were feeling a bit discombobulated, weren't you? Now remember, if you'd like some insights with me today during the live, then leave your dates of birth in the chat. As I mentioned, I'm going to be looking at both your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences today during the live as well. So don't be shy. Make sure you introduce yourself. I'm going to pick a card out for the collective now as well. So this is for anybody who's watching me live right now. And hopefully it'll be purposeful and meaningful for you in some way, shape, or form as well. So this is a card for everybody that's watching me live right now or watching the replay. Okay, so the card that comes up is there we go. I'll just move that back a bit. I keep banging into it today, don't I? The Hydean Warrior. The Hydean Warrior, and this is Palizo. Palizo, can you see that there? So this is actually all about extreme burnout, yeah, or despair. So maybe you've just been burning the candle at both ends, Lydia. Anyone else that's watching this live right now as well, or watching the replay, So yeah, maybe you've been burning the candle at both ends, or maybe you're just feeling a really despair of the state of the world. It's very easy to fall into that, isn't it? Because when you see all the wars going on, and it's just, it can end up leaving you feeling frazzled and fearful, for the future of humanity. But I always kind of take the higher ground, and I go, well, let them do their wars over there, as long as it's not affecting me, and I'll just keep my vibe high by doing this. So ignorance is bliss, some may say. What do you think? Are you being impacted and affected by what's happening in the world, or are you able to rise above it? Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to find out. Now, on top of all of that, I just wanted to mention a couple of other things as well. Firstly, my book as well, the Starseed Ascension Guide, which is now available on Amazon. It has been for 6 months, actually. So I've already got 20 5-star reviews on it. So it must be pretty good. I don't think you get 20 5-star reviews if it was badly written or not interesting. And yeah, other than that, what else have I got to tell you? I must have other things that I can give you. I don't know. What's been? Oh, that's right. So I also have, well, me and my husband also have our own travel channel on YouTube as well, called Hayden and Mark's Travels. I'll put my name first because I'm more important. Although I like to think I am, but Mark probably thinks he is. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, it's worth seeing that because I'm just launching at the moment our recent trip up to the Great Barrier Reef on the Celebrity Edge cruise, which left from Sydney, and it was a 12-night cruise. And of course, some say that the Great Barrier Reef and all the area around it is ancient Lemuria. And you know how big I am into anything Atlantis and Lemuria. And I found that when I went up there, that something quite interesting happened to me. I found that, well, first of all, I got ill when I got back because of the heat exchange. It's dry heat in Perth where I live, but up in tropical North Queensland, it's like a very wet heat. So all of that sort of that difference played havoc with my lungs, and then obviously being on the planes. So I was sick for about 10, 11, 12 days after I got back. But I also feel like it was because I was receiving light codes during that period as well, through ancient Lemuria, and my body sort of reconnecting to that old energy. It was very interesting actually, because it was almost like, you know, there was so much soul remembrance that was taking place as I was, you know, looking at the beautiful mountains around there, and the tropical rainforests, and obviously the Daintree and all of this sort of stuff. And it was just magical. So yeah, so it did impact my voice for a little while, but fortunately it's come good now, which is great for you guys. So you are feeling better now, are you, Lydia? Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. That's brilliant news, isn't it? Because we don't want you feeling, you know, frazzled or anything like that. Hello to Agua de Mandragora as well. It's nice to see you back again as well. And I'm feeling well today. You got your read yesterday. Just here to support, listen, and say that I've looked into the star race you suggested, Lyran, and I think you were accurate. Fantastico. Well, there you go then, isn't it interesting how we get our information, don't we? When you know, when we ask, believe, receive. This is the whole thing, isn't it? Hello to Tabitha, watching from Southern California as well. It's lovely to see you here today as well. Is it the first time you've joined me in on the live, or were you in here yesterday? I can't remember now. And there you go. I know, fortunately, that trip did activate things within me. And it was interesting because about the same time last year, we went on another cruise, actually, but this one was around the Mediterranean. And we started in Turkey, and I went to the Temple of Artemis. And of course, during a past life regression I'd had, I was told that I was Eurymulus, and I moved through the Temple of Artemis. Eurymulus was one of Poseidon's firstborn set of twins. He was a brother to Atlas, and I got activated there as well. So I'm getting activated left, right, and center at the moment, which is good, isn't it? Well, for me, it is anyway. For you, because it'll help me to be able to deliver accurate and reliable information for you from the galactics as well. So yeah, if you'd like to have some insights rather with me today during today's live, remember we're doing numerology today, so I'm looking at your dates of birth. So Tabitha, if you'd like me to start with you today, or anybody else that's watching, then just drop your date of birth into the chat. I'm going to be looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences as we move through today's live. So we'll get the ball rolling with you then. What do you reckon, Tabitha? Yeah? So here we go. And you're in Southern California. Beautiful. Whereabouts in Southern California? So you must be born on the 10th of July, 1995. Tabitha, is that right? The 10th of July? Brilliant. Okay, so you have 2 1s, a 7, 2 9s, and a 5 as well. Great. So day number 10, And you've got a life path 9, 10, 19, 24, 31, 32 is a 5. So you're a life path 5 with a day number 10, and then you're in a personal year 9 this year as well. And hello to Mame Woods as well. Nice to see you here today as well. We'll have a look at doing you after Tabitha if you like. Okay, so it's lovely to have you here today on the show. But we'll go back to Tabitha to begin with. So yeah, life path 5s. Now, if you think about the 5 as being the center of the emotional plane, so you've got a driving intensity of feeling and a big need for freedom, communication and versatility. That's the energy of the 5. 5s don't like being restricted by anything or anyone. You can't blame them really, can you? Because who likes being restricted? No, I don't. But yeah, this is bottle number 5 in the color mirrors. So bottle 5 is called Mercury. It's this gorgeous emerald green bottle. Now, these form part of your soul colors. Now, green in color therapy is all about space. So not like outer space, but space. You're needing space. That's why a lot of 5s need to travel. You need to explore the world. So you need to get out into life instead of hiding away from life. So, if any part of you feels like it wants to hide away and like cower in the corner, then that's when life becomes quite difficult for you. So your journey needs to be a process of almost like letting go of old masks, old identities that no longer serve you. Now, often 5s are very, very, very good at mimicking other people as well. So it's important for you to surround yourself with people that are at the top of their game, because you'll mimic them and you'll actually get to their same level as them and above in a lot quicker time than they can. So it's an amazing gift, but it can also be a bit of a curse as well. Because if you think about, if you surround yourself with people that are at the bottom of their game, then you might mimic that, So that's the intensity of feeling that the 5s have. So this insatiable appetite for travel, exploration, adventure, all of those things are going to become and will be already very important to you. But you do need a lot of space, just to kind of integrate your own heart-related healing. So you've got a day number 10 as well. So the 10, it means you're a leader. So this is your gift, it's entrepreneurship, and leadership. So bottle 10 is called the Wheel of Fortune, and it's gold over olive green. So actually, as you can see there, you've got a lot of green in your soul colors, haven't you, Tabitha? Look, you got your emerald, and then you've also got your olive and your gold as well. So what does all that mean? Well, first of all, balance and harmony are going to be very important to you, because green is in the color of the color spectrum, in the middle of the spectrum. But it also brings in past life implications for you as well, in either ancient Greece or Grecian. So you may feel connected to those parts of the world, or even ancient Egypt as well, because a lot of the gold energy connects with the sun god. So as timelines of soul remembrance that may come up for you, you may find yourself aligned to those particular incarnations. Now, on top of that, you're very adaptable. Like the 10s like to dominate. If you think about the 1 as being about the self, so this is about power, and whether you fall into patterns of giving your power away or, standing in your sovereignty. So this is going to also become a major theme for you. So a lot of 10s end up having their own businesses because they're like individual expression, but they are super, super adaptable. So with the 5 energy, which is really a driving intensity of feeling, you may find yourself drawn into having your own creative or holistic business, because these are the things that are going to resonate with you see, because you don't like being restricted. So going into like a regular 9 till 5 day job, Tabitha, I don't think that would suit you very well. I do feel like you've got nicely balanced communication skills. Now, I also feel like you're a very wise old soul. Whenever you've got 2 9s in your birth date, this is wisdom, idealism, and a big sense of responsibility as well. So, you've been around the block a few times, Tabitha, in the nicest possible way. You're a very wise old soul. And this year, you're in a personal year 9. Now, when you get to a 9, it's right at the end of a 9-year cycle. So you're lots of closure, lots of things coming to an end. So be careful that you don't try and make any big moves this year. Like if you're thinking of moving house or changing job, ideally leave that until next year, because next year you'll find that things will flow a lot better for you because you're moving into an energy of rebirth. We are in a universal year one this year, so it may take place this year because there's going to be a lot of shifts within the zeitgeist. But I feel like for you particularly, it'd be better off holding off. But also, I feel you may be called to help people this year as well. You may be called to help because the 9 is the humanitarian. Okay, but a really lovely energy. I'm going to pick a card out for you, Tabitha, from my beautiful cosmic family oracle cards. Just to add in an extra layer of information for you today to help you integrate and anchor some of this information. And there you go. So leave us a few comments. Let us know if that's connected with you. I'd be interested to get your feedback. The card that comes up for you today, and it's Lucia, isn't it? Agua de Mandragora. Yeah, Lucia. I remember your name now from yesterday. I like that name. I've always liked Italian names. I think they're lovely. So the Hayedan teacher that comes up for you today, Tabitha, the Hayedan teacher, and this is Dion, and it's about letting go of the servant mission. Okay, so you can see from that card there. Maybe you've fallen into patterns, where instead of you being of service, you're actually being a bit of a servant. You're sort of squashing your own needs and prioritizing other people first before yourself. A lot of people that become of are of service in life, like especially like healers, they tend to offer too much of themselves, really. It's sad but true. And then people can take advantage of them. So it might be that you just need to look at how much you're giving as opposed to what you're receiving. Okay. Fabulous. Well, hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a couple of comments. Let me know if that has resonated with you. I do feel like I want to come next to you, to Mammy Woods. Now, is that your real name, Mammy? Is it? It's like, hello, Mammy. There you go. Oh, wonderful. So Tabitha says, thank you. That's accurate. I love that. Good. Well, I'm pleased that it's resonated with you, my love. And yeah, if you loved that and you'd like to go deeper down the proverbial rabbit hole, as it were, and explore all aspects of your galactic origins, so where your soul has originated from after leaving source consciousness, so it'll reveal what type of starseed you are. I create a 22-page Starseed Numerology report, and that will explore your birth chart and your name chart together simultaneously. Because sometimes your name actually does carry a vibration that compounds and amplifies the negative attributes within the birth chart, or it can offer extra numerical influences that help to bring about balance and harmony in your life in general and in your purpose. So the reports I create are, as I said, tailor-made, 22 pages long. They also explore the major influences in your astrology as well, like your sun and your moon and your north node and your ascendant. And they will reveal your galactic origins, as I said, your past life implications, obviously in a lot more detail than we touched on today, and your any karmic lessons as well that you need to become aware of, so you can transcend the birth-death cycle. And also they're very predictive about your future. So I look at your pyramids, which are very predictive. So you can look at those and you can see exactly what you're going to be doing as you progress down your timeline through adulthood and into maturity. All right, so if you'd like one of those, there's a link in the description to claim that on the special offer for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 38 US, if you're in the United States. And then just remember to send me your birth date, ideally your time of birth as well, if you know it, and your place of birth, plus the name that you prefer to use. All right, and then just give me 3 to 5 business days to create it. All right, my love. Hello to Elevate Your Third Eye. It's nice to see you here today. Oh my God, you finally made my life. That's great news. So what's your name? It's lovely to see you. You're Marcos Garcia in California. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Marcus, as well. And it's Mamie. I love that name. That's a beautiful name. So it's got a long A, is it, in it? So you go Mamie. So Mamie Woods, brilliant. We're going to come to you next, and then we'll have a look at you, Marcus, if you like. Perfect. All right. So let me see then. So you're born on the 17th of the 8th, Mamie, 1952. Beautiful. There we go. Have you eaten your biscuit too quickly, Monty? If you're hearing a coughing in the background, it's not one of my clients. It's Monty, the ruby cocklear that's sniffing around, as he always does. Okay, so you got the 7, 8, 9. You got 5, a 2, and 2 ones as well. I think I've got all of it there. So maybe you've got an 8, a life path 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25, 26, 33. So you're a master number 33 over 6, Mamie. And then you're in a 9, 10, 17 is an 8. Perfect. Wow. Interesting chart to look at today, Mamie. So I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so you can see there, we'll start with your life path number, otherwise known as a ruling number, and yours is a master number vibration. So in Pythagorean numerology, there's only really 2/3 master numbers, the 11, the 22, and the 33. Now, the 33 isn't officially a Pythagorean numerology master number, but I always note it because it means your life is about mastering love. So I actually reduced the 33 down to the 6. Which is this beautiful vibration here in the color mirrors. The bottle number 6 is called Venus, the planet of love. The planet of love. It's great, isn't it? So you're a lover, not a hater. And so it's a very maternal energy. The pink ray is very maternal. It's very nurturing, but it's also very creative as well. All right. So, and also the opposite of creativity, which is destruction, can be quite self-sabotagey or have addictions or worry and anxiety when they're living in the shadow. But specifically, you know, for the 33 sixes, you've come to the earth to master love. So you may have to learn lessons by attracting situations where you see what love isn't. Like you might attract people who offer conditional love to you, or you might attract people with narcissistic personality disorder. Because you're a nurturer and a rescuer sometimes as well, you might try and rescue people, and then people take advantage of your better nature, and then you feel abused, you know, and then you can fall into the shadow aspects of that 6 energy, which is, as I said before, the victim. So you've come to master love. Now, 6 is love design, aesthetics, you know, so you're likely to have a beautiful home full of plants and nicely interior designed. I mean, the 6s are the healers. So they're the mothers, the healers, the designers, and the artists. However, your gift really is your 8, which is your day number. Now, the 8 is relates to the planet Saturn, which is old father time, which is this beautiful vibration here. Bottle number 8 is Saturn, which is lilac over violet. So old father time. So this means that you're very independent. You like to be in control. You've got some good managerial expertise, good business acumen, often very good at giving other people financial advice and guidance, but you very rarely take heed of your own advice and guidance, which is an anomaly of the 8s. I married one, you know, so I sort of can see that firsthand. But, you know, you can see there that 8 vibration, the 8s are great. They really are. But there is a juxtaposition between sort of a very you know, sort of assertive corporate vibration of the 8 and a very holistic, loving and nurturing energy of the 6. So I often find people with soul colors that are violet and pink, like you. This is the spiritualization of the heart chakra. So like love from above. So this can bring in the grief of the loss of a mother, or the disconnect from the mother archetype in your life, or you as a mother, you know, so there can be some sadness around that maybe needs resolution as well. Now, past life implications that come up a lot of the time with the violet and pink soul color people are Mamie as either in a scene. They were the beings that saw in Jesus Christ. So there's a lady called Joanna Prentice that wrote a book about the Essenes and their connection with the Dead Sea Scrolls. And so there's them, but also high initiations within the Roman Catholic Church as well, with the violet stuff, which can bring up a lot of that old guilt, like you're a sinner if you step away from religious programming and, you know, sort of that sort of protocols. Yeah. So they can also be themes that come up for you in your life as well to explore. Not that you maybe were brought up in a Catholic church, but you could have had past lives in that type of environment. So you then feel guilty if you kind of diversify, you know, the Bible or the teachings of Orthodox mainstream religion. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Denise. It's lovely to have you here with me today as well. I'm pleased that you're here. Yeah, you're very welcome. I'll have a look at doing your birth chart today for you as well, if you like. So yeah, so it's an interesting chart to look at, this, Mamie. Now, you'll see here that you've got these 3 arrows in your birth chart as well. So you first of all, you've got the arrow of emotional balance, the 2, 5, and 8, which means that you're very well equipped to deal with very difficult or challenging emotional situations a lot better than a lot of other people. Although you might not necessarily always feel like you are yourself, you can navigate very difficult or challenging emotional stormy waters. And you also have the arrow of determination, the 1, 5, and 9, which means that you are quite persistent, well, very persistent to achieve your goals and dreams in life. So you're a bit like a dog with a bone. You know, you'll see your goals through to finality, no problem. Yeah. So this is, you know, a real strength. You've got 3 very strong arrows. The other one is called the arrow of activity, the 7, 8, and 9, which means that you have a suppression of nervous energy, maybe. So you might be like always zipping around all over the place, doing lots and lots of different things with lots and lots of different people. And you might need to learn to slow down a little bit. So I always say to people with that arrow, you know, surround yourself with people that are a bit more chilled out than you are, because they'll always serve as like a reminder you can do that too, and it's okay. So yeah, it's a big suppression of nervous energy. Now, nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity, though. So you've got really good gut first impressions. And this year, you're in a personal year 8. Now, the 8 is a great year for looking at your finances. So like maybe how you're making money, how you're spending money, you know, how can you refine all of that so you feel more independent and more in control as well. So it can be a very auspicious year for many people. So either promotions at work or pennies from heaven, those sorts of things as well. You know, I'm presuming you've retired, but maybe not. I'm not sure. But yeah, there you go. So you would like some insights, Denise? Yeah, of course. I'll have a look at doing you after we've had a look at Marcus. There you go, Marcus. I think you're next up on today's live, aren't you? Yeah. Well, hopefully that's connected with you, Mamie. Leave us a few comments. I'll pick a card out for you as well from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. This is my own deck of cards that I introduced to the zeitgeist around about 6 months ago. So they feature 7 different galactic races, archangels, and ascended masters. So we'll see which one comes up for you today. And oh, that's great. Mamie says it's really cool. Thank you. Good. All right. So this is the one that comes up for you. And you've got the Lyran Healer. There you go. There's that healer energy. And this is Vega. So this is all about releasing patterns of martyrdom. Okay. So often that can be something that's ancestral. So maybe look at doing some ancestral healing, especially if you find yourself falling into the role of the martyr. Remember what I was saying about the 33 6s? They can often, you know, fall into the shadow of the 6, which is victim martyr stuff. So yeah, maybe that's been something that's been around in your family gene pool, you know, through the generations, and you might be the one that needs to heal it. Okay, so I feel like I want to come to a conscious male next, and this is Marcus Garcia. I will have a look at exploring your birth chart next, and maybe yeah, if you loved your insights with me today, I'm more than happy to do your full report for you as well, the Starseed Numerology Report. Now, if you don't know what a starseed is for any reason whatsoever, guys, then first of all, like, why are you on my channel? Because like my channel is all things starseed, but it's basically someone who is human by birth and by DNA, but their soul comes in from a different galaxy or constellation or parallel universe for the purpose of having to raise the vibration of this planet into the new Earth. So like many of us lot are actually galactic volunteers, and we're born with amnesia, and we have to go through the whole awakening process, don't we? It's quite laborious before we fully understand who we are, where we're from, and what we're here to do. So yeah, the report that I create will unlock and unveil where your soul has originated from, which really helps you to define your mission. So, you know, if you're at a point in your life where you're like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, anymore, but it can actually wake up new neuro pathways and help you to be able to sort of become, you know, a part of the this wave of volunteers that are helping to see in the new Earth. Okay, there you go. Ah, wonderful. Have you been watching? You've been wanting to, and you've looked at my website. Have you, Marcus? Great. Well, let's have a look at exploring you next, then, Marcus. And you're born in 1984. Whereabouts in California are you watching from? So you're born on the 30th of December, 1984. Beautiful. Okay, so you've got 2 1s, a 2, a 3, a 9, an 8, and a 4 as well. So you've got a day number 3. You've got a life path 9, 10, 18, 19, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 is a 10. Marcus, there you go. And then you've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're in a personal year 7 in Sacramento. Beautiful. Sacramento. I love it. I've never been there, but it sounds nice. So you've got a beautiful day number 3. I love people with a day number 3 that derives from number 30, because we always look at the compound number of, how the number is derived. And the 3 and the 0, if you think of the 0 as being an amplifier, it's like plugging a 3 into, electricity, amplifies it. And this means that you're very creative. So, you're a performer, you love music, lyrics, writing, poetry, the arts, and the healing arts as well. So 3s can be very performative, so for you, it's important. You want to be seen, you want to stand up in the world and claim your spot. But often the 3s, have to overcome issues of low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, and lack of self-worth on your pathway to being able to do that. If that makes sense. So, 3s can get quite depressed if they're living in the shadow, because that's actually where you get your material for your creative project. So I always say to people born on the 30th, be careful that you don't try and do everything for everybody else all the time, because if you keep on doing that, you're going to risk getting overly stressed and burning out. Okay. It's really important to know that. Now, this is bottle number 3 in the color mirrors, and it's called Jupiter, and it's the largest planet in the solar system, of course. So it's very expansive. It can be very sociable when it's living positively. But it also, it means that you need a lot of space and time away from other people to be able to reconnect to yourself. So, but as a 10, you're a life path 10. So fundamentally, you are somebody who's a way shower, a leader, but you lead with a very soft feminine power, a non-ego based power. So you're what I call a soulpreneur, Marcus. Yeah. If you look at your soul colors together, they're beautiful. So the 10 you'll see is the Wheel of Fortunes. That's very entrepreneurial. So you're a manifester. You know how to consciously create your own reality, and you're all about individual expression. So it's leadership, but also expansion as well. So you can see Jupiter and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's very warm and welcoming soul colors, aren't they? Now, 3 isn't just about creativity. It also means that you're very intelligent, but also very analytical. So sometimes you might be a bit critical of yourself and sometimes other people as well when you're living in the shadow of the 3. So you do need to watch that, all you 3s out there. But, again, this means that, you're very bright, very switched on. So, there is this very analytical aspect of your personality. And actually, because you've got the arrow of the planner in your birth chart as well, the 1, 2, and 3, means that you've got an inherent love of order. So you love to know what's coming next. So you like to have a bit of a tick list as you go through your day, so you can go like, get up in the morning, tick, done that, walk the dogs. Yeah, done that. Have some breakfast. Yes. Do some work. What? Watch Netflix. Yes. That's how you operate. So you have an inherent love of order. So it's quite process driven and nicely balanced intuition and sensitivities. You've got really good gut first impressions. You're also a very good communicator. Okay. So you know when to speak and when to shut up as well. Like some people just don't know when to shut up. Most of the members of my family. Joking, mum and dad and Becky and everyone else. There you go. So you love your routine. Yeah, you will do. You certainly will. You'll love your routine. You've got a great deal of independence as well. And you're quite traditional and conservative in some of your values, having that 4. You'll like the material aspects of life as well. So nice stuff. And then this year you're in a personal year 7. So this is a year which can go one of two ways. You know, if you're living in alignment with your purpose, you may be called to teach what you know this year. But if you're out of alignment for any reason whatsoever, then this is a year that you may be you might experience some form of sacrifice. So it could be like in my last personal year 7, not the last one, but the one before that, 9 years before. That's when my whole life turned upside down, and I lost my job in corporate IT recruitment. Thank goodness, you know, because I didn't want to do it anymore. I'd done it for 15 years, and my 7 gave me the opportunity through having a Mack truck experience, like I was metaphorically run over by a Mack truck. Yeah, it helped me to get out of it, you know, so that I could actually pursue my soul work. So often in year 7, that type of thing can happen. So in hindsight, it's always like, oh, thank goodness that happened. But when you're going through it, it can be quite challenging, you know. So I don't know how this year is playing out for you, whether you're in alignment and, you know, you're finding things are sort of moving to the next level and you're kind of teaching what you know, or whether, you know, you're kind of seeing things breaking down around you. There you go. So Marcus says, when you say 7 year, are you referring to a Shemitah year? I don't know what a Shemitah year is. Sorry. No, never heard of that before, but it probably. No, it's in numerology. We travel in 9-year cycles, Marcus, and we kind of go through peaks and troughs during that time. So there are times to make changes and decisions, and other times, you know, it's genuinely best not to. So, you know, like the 1 is the beginning of a new cycle, the 9 is the end, and then everything else is either, you know, a peak or a trough, and a 7 is a bit of a trough, to be fair, you know. So I'll pick a card out for you from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well. See if we can get some clarity around all of that for you as well. And oh wow, you got the Pleiadian Warrior, and this is Celiano, the Pleiadian Warrior, card number 4 in the Pleiadian series. And this is all about an inability to feel or frozen emotions. All right. So when I say an inability to feel, I always say when this card comes up, remember when you were a kid, Marcus, you used to be able to laugh out loud until your belly felt like it was going to split in half. And you used to be able to cry until you felt like your eyeballs were going to pop out your head. And then as you get older, you shut down your emotional responses because of trauma and, you know, betrayal and all that sort of stuff, rejection, you know, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in a spot where you're like, hang on a minute, how do I actually feel? And you don't know how you feel anymore. So this card will come up if you've kind of shut down your emotions, maybe frozen emotions, and you know, there is always a bit of an encouragement then for you to look at modalities that will help you to open up the depths of your emotional responses, such as, you know, breath work or Reiki or anything like that. Yeah, there. Oh, wonderful. I'm so pleased that's connected with you, Marcus. Marcus goes, I will be emailing you. We'd love to talk. Well, it'd be brilliant to connect with you as well, Marcus. It really would. So thank you very much for being in today's live. And, you know, if you'd like me to delve deeper into your full, it's what I call your oversoul codex, you know. So this is your multidimensional aspects of self through your numerology, astrology, and color therapy. Then make sure you claim your special offer on the full Starseed Numerology report. And you can get that for just $38 US today, because it's Friday here in Perth in Western Australia. Anyway, I know in America you're a day behind us. You're still on Thursday, aren't you? So I'm a time traveler. Excellent. So Denise, you're next up on today's live, aren't you? So Denise is born on, now were you born on the 1st of December, Denise, or were you born on the 12th of January? So if you could confirm which is which for me before we get cracking. I'm just going to take a swig of coffee because my husband's just brought in a nice cup of coffee for me. No milk in it though. But, you know, milk's not good for you, so they say. You know, if you have too much milk. Very nice. Oh, what's that hiding behind my water? Snacks. This isn't an advert for Cadbury snacks, by the way. but you probably go out and get some anyway. But they're my favorite biscuit, but I'm not going to eat it whilst I'm doing my live, just in case I choke. There you go. All right. So are you still there, Denise? Yeah. Denise, are you there? Hopefully you are. Earth calling Denise. Come in, Denise. Are you still there, my love? There you go. I think she might have gone. Has she gone? Hello, Denise. Are you there? Okay, so if there's anybody else that's watching that would like me to do some insights for them today, then make sure that you introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts. Oh, there you are. You are there, Denise. I was wondering where you were. Okay, so the 12th of January. Brilliant. I thought you'd gone. I was like, where's Denise gone? Okay, fabulous. So you've got a day number 3. You've got a ruling number 9, 10, 19, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Wow, you're double 3. So it's interesting because Marcus has got that 30 energy as his day number. You've got that 30 energy as your life path as well. So again, what I've just said to Marcus is going to apply to you as well. So you're very creative. When your day number and your life path number are the same, you know, and yours are, it's the Jupiter 3 energy for both. It kind of compounds and amplifies the qualities of that number within your personality blueprint. So that Jupiter, you know, expansive light. So you're also very intelligent, sometimes a bit critical and very analytical as well. So for you, you know, you're performative, you're a performer. So you might find yourself drawn into writing or music, you know, lyrics or poetry or the healing arts as well. Lots of 3s, you know, they're very drawn into holistic work as well. But of course, you know, the shadow of the 3 is where you can get down in the dumps and depressed, because often you find 3s will get them material, you know, for any creative projects when they're kind of feeling like they're going through the dark night of the soul. So you got the 2 9s, the 7, you got the 2 and the 3 1s as well. So some difficulties that come up for you during childhood, Denise. So you can see that there. The arrow of frustration, the lack of the 4, 5, and 6 in your birth date. So this means that as you were growing up, there could have been your mum and dad separating. Maybe you lost a parent. Could have been sibling rivalry, or maybe you were bullied or ill health. Any of those things, any challenges and difficulties like that during the early parts of your life. So that can be, you know, something that can be quite problematic for many people, but not always. It's not always restrictive. Also, you can see that you are very talkative as well. So you're very chatty, you can be very sociable, and especially when you know people and you like them and you trust them, Denise, then you'll be a bit of a babaclacker. You'll be like, "Arr," and everyone will be like, oh my God. And then you'll be like, hee. So it's like very, very chatty, nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity. So again, you're somebody who has got very good initial first gut responses to things. And very ambitious as well. With the 2 9s that are isolated, you are somewhat idealistic and you carry a big sense of responsibility as well. You know, so there's a lot of wisdom in your birth template as well, but also intelligence. So both wisdom and intelligence that you've got. Whenever you've got an isolated 7 in your birth chart like this can bring up as some form of sacrifice in your life in either love, health, or money. So just one of those 3 things, and you may find that almost becomes like a pattern of loss. So you may love and lose, for example, or you may love and lose, love and keep. It's that type of vibration that can come through. And then your year that you're in is a 3, 4, 5. So you're in a personal year 5, which is a brilliant year for freedom, booking a trip, travel overseas, have an adventure, go to a different culture. This is a year where you're going to be called to lose old identities and not hide from life. So, you know, it's almost like your soul is craving space and time down by the water's edge this year, Denise. You know, it's like a brilliant year for you know, for sort of freedom, feeling more free, throwing caution to the wind, and exploring. Okay, so I'm going to pick a card out for you, Denise, from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. So this is the one for you. And there you go, the Orion Starseed. Interesting. This is Yoko. So this is all about balancing science and spirituality. Now, a lot of the time I find that the Orion starseeds, you know, they can be very scientific because of that very analytical brain. But also, you know, there is a rebalancing that needs to take place here within you. So instead of being like all things woo-woo and, you know, nothing evidence-based, you've kind of got to look at trying to open up both aspects and not always believing everything that you hear, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, you've got to use a lot of discernment, I think, especially in this day and age when anything spiritual comes up, because there's a lot of false prophets and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you've got to go, oh, do I really believe that? You know, is this evidence-based or is this just somebody's theories? Rah, you know, so just trying to bring a bit more discernment, I think, into your practices right now would be really beneficial for you as well. Okay. So hopefully that's connected with you, Denise. Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to get your feedback. And remember, if you'd like me to do your full report for you as well, the Starseed Numerology reports can be claimed on today's special offer for only $38 US, which is 59 Australian, by clicking the link in the description. That'll take you through to order that nice and securely through my online shop. And then just remember to send me birth details. Now, is there any questions that anybody's got for me today? Then make sure that you speak up. So if you have any questions for me, I'm more than open to answering any questions that you may have today. Then make sure that you drop a question into the chat. There you go. So it was definitely sibling rivalry, was it? Yes, you are very chatty and ambitious. Thank you much. I am a scientist. I am definitely traveling this year. This is spot on. It's amazing, isn't it? Well, I always say that colors and numbers don't lie. You know, it's people that tend to lie, not colors and numbers. So when we learn to decode the language of light, we get super, super accurate information, don't we? You know, we really do. So fantastico. Well, is there anybody else here that's watching that would like me to do some insights for them today? Then please make sure you speak up, speak now, or forever hold your peace. And I can maybe squeeze in one more reading today if you're watching and you'd like me to have a look at doing your birth chart. I will pick a card out for everybody that is watching right now as well. We've got Jenna. Hello, Jenna. How are you today? Nice to see you. And thank you, Denise. I'm so pleased that you enjoy it. So, Jenna, just drop your date of birth into the chat and I'll have a look at doing your birth chart next. So you're Jenna Solimine. Jenna Solimine. Okay, so this is for the collective, and it's the Arcturian warrior, Zhuange. Now, whenever he comes in, it's all about having trouble with authority figures. And if you're a starseed, you know, or an indigo, you know, then you will automatically have issues with authority figures. You know, anyone who asserts dominance or masculine power, so it feels almost intimidating or threatening. So if you are, you know, having issues with bosses, you know, the old style bosses or the boys in blue, whatever, then just know that, you know, you're almost designed to have issues with them so you can create change on the planet. You're so welcome, Denise. I'm so pleased that's connected with you. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Okay, so Jenna, you're born in Virginia, are you? Lovely. Okay, so you're born on the 19th of the 1st, 1992. Brilliant. Okay, so let's have a look. So you've got 1, 2, 3 ones, 2 9, 3 9s rather, and a 2. So a day number 10 derived from a karmic number 19. Now, did you know that there's only 4 karmic numbers in numerology? So 4 proper karmic numbers. The 13, the 14, the 16, and the 19 as well. So you being born on the 19th, the karma of the 19 is that you may have abused your power in a previous or parallel incarnation. And so in this incarnation, you might be like, oh, I'm a bit scared of my own power. I don't know whether I should step up into the position of the leader in case I abuse my power again. So you might avoid setting up your own business, for a while until you've resolved those issues. So remember, the 1 is the way shower, the leader, but your day number actually is a 10. So we reduce the 19 down to the 10, which is a beautiful, very entrepreneurial energy. It's a very entrepreneurial spirit. So you're very adaptable. You like individual expression. You like doing things on your own. A lot of the 10s is the one. It's about the self. So, but you may fear your own power. So you are a conscious creator. You're an alchemist. You know how to turn base metal into gold. So that's bottle number 10, Jenna, in the color mirrors, and it's called the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, and it's gold over olive green. So the gold is about power and the olive is a soft, feminine, loving energy. So you're almost bringing love and power together. Your life path is a 9, 10, 19, 21, 31, 32 is a 5. So yeah, your life path is the 5. So you've got a big heart. You feel things very intensely. The 5 is the center of the emotional plane. So it's a very feeling number. And so you have a big need for freedom. So, the 5 actually relates to Mercury in the color mirrors, bottle number 5, which is Mercury, which is emerald green. So there's a lot of green in your soul colors as well, isn't there? You've got the olive and then you've got the emerald in there as well. So the 1 and the 5. So ideally, if you're traveling, you want to go on your own, because the 5's like to visit different cultures, go to different countries, go to different places. And, it's like a driving intensity feeling. So for you, it's very important that you surround yourself with people that will allow you to express yourself freely, and also as you move through your life, it's important that you choose to let go of old identities. So don't hold on to any old identities, if someone's sister, someone's mother, someone, someone's auntie, whatever it is, it's like, or even old ways of perceiving yourself. So you're very, the 5s have an amazing ability to be able to mimic those around them. So it is a brilliant vibration to have, because you can actually far surpass other people's gifts and talents by just being around them much quicker than they got there themselves. But that's why it's very important, because 5s feel things very intensely, that you don't surround yourself with negatrons, because otherwise you might find yourself picking up on their bad habits and stuff like that as well. It's only really 9s and 5s that have that ability, but the 9s, like me, we mimic and then we forget, whereas you hold on to it. You hold on to all of that. Now, what I can also see here is you've got 3 9s in your birth charts. That's a lot of 9s. When you've got 3 9s, it amplifies this vibration of being very idealistic. So you can get lost in the realm of fantasy, Jenna. But also you may be on the spectrum. So you may be ADD, ADHD, OCD. So whether you're being diagnosed with any of that stuff yet or not is a different matter, but you'll have your suspicions. Okay, so there is this aspect of like a lot of wisdom in there as well, because the 9 carries the weight of all of the numbers that go before it. So it's inclusive of all of that. So it's big wisdom as well, but very, very idealistic. I would say also you're a super chatty person as well, and especially again when you feel comfortable with people. Whenever you've got 3 1s in your birth date and you've got a couple of numbers on the soul plane or just 1, then it does mean that you can be very, very talkative. Now, I feel as well for you that you are very sensitive and intuitive as well. So you've got really reliable intuition. And then you'll notice that you've got these 2 arrows within your birth chart, Jenna, as well. You've got the arrow of frustration, the lack of the 4, 5, and 6, which means that often challenges or problems come up during childhood with that. So it could have been your parents. It normally is the parents going their separate ways, or it could be the loss of a parent or some form of sibling rivalry, or feeling like you didn't fit in. And a lot of starseeds don't feel like they fit in, really. I've noticed that a lot. A lot of starseeds have the arrow of frustration because, I mean, we don't. I mean, we come in from higher dimensions of consciousness, anywhere up to the 12th. And then we incarnate on the 3rd dimension, which is the earth plane. And when we get here, we're like, oh my God, you know, what is this place? You've got taxes, you've got government, you've got war, you've got money, you know, and you've got the eggplant emoji as well. And it's all just a bit, bit hectic. So a lot of starseeds will have the arrow of frustration, but also you see, you've got the arrow of the inquirer as well, which is the lack of the 3, 5, and 7. Now, this means that you're a bit skeptical about believing anyone or anything until they've demonstrated that they're genuine and authentic. Like, you know, you need proof before you fully believe anything or anyone. So the year that you're in this year is a 9, 10, 11, 12. You're in a 3 this year. So when you get to a personal year 3, it is a year of expansion, both socially and consciously, Jenna. So you might find an influx to parties or gatherings. So make sure you attend these gatherings, because you'll meet really beneficial people that will help you in so many different ways this year. But also, you know, it's about consciousness expansion. So learning something new. So you might want to enroll on a course, for example, or it could be vocational through work or personal development. It doesn't really matter, but it's an expansive year. So your brain is almost like hungry for information in your personal year 3, and it's going to be able to anchor and retain that information a whole lot better than in any of the other years in your 9-year cycle. So really having your own, you know, sort of either creative or holistic business would be a good move for you, I think. The card that comes up for you, Jenna, from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards is Z. And Z is the Lyran empath. So the message that Z holds is that you are safe. Yeah, and you're not alone. And it's very easy, isn't it, sometimes, don't you think? You know, especially for starseeds like us, you know, that we can feel very alone. You know, it's like, well, there's no one else in the world that feels the same way. You don't fit in and all of this sort of stuff. And sometimes you can feel unsafe, you know, especially with all the wars that are going on the planet and, you know, survival issues and all of this. But Z comes in and says, look, you are safe. You're always safe and you're not alone, because we're always here. So all you have to do is ask us if you need any help, and then they will, you know, they'll step up and they'll be able to help. All right. So I hope that connected with you, Jenna. Leave us a few comments and let me know. Maybe you've fallen asleep. Have you fallen asleep, Jenna? There you go. Ah, there you go. That's brilliant. So Jenna says, thank you. Spot on. I have a holistic health business. I thought you might. Yeah, you'd be brilliant at that. You'd be very, very good at that. Did it take you a bit of a while to sort of launch that? You know, because obviously of that fear of your own power. A lot of the time, you know, when you've got the soul colors that come up with the green, this is past life implications in either ancient Greece or ancient Grecian or even Egyptian as well. So it could have been, you know, like during the Egyptian pantheon, you abused your power, you know, maybe human sacrifices or whatever it was. So yeah. Ah, that was your wife, is it, Marco? Marco. Yeah. Oh, she's lovely. Ah, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I'll look forward to doing both of your charts for you. Yeah, 100%. I'll look forward to it, Marco. Marco. Oh, you're both beautiful. Well, thank you so much for both being here with me today. You know, both Jenna and Marco, and beautiful Denise as well, who's been here today on today's live, and really enjoyed meeting with you as well. Beautiful Mamie, and Lucia, who's been here, and Tabitha as well. It was lovely seeing Tabitha and Lydia Robles as well. We've had a great live today, haven't we? We've really thoroughly connected and got on really well. We've got a new person coming into the live now as well. Oh, that's lovely to see you, Marlo, born on the 20th of September 1972. So you're born the same year as me. Ah, thank you, Marco. That's amazing. Thank you. I certainly look forward to connecting with you as well. So we've got Marco and Marlo. So Marlo, you're born on the 20th of September 1972. Okay, so straight away I can see that you're super sensitive. You know, when you've got a day number 2, the 2 is divine feminine energy. So it's a very protective, very nurturing energy. It's like Mother Mary or Archangel Michael. So I'll show you what that looks like, Marlo, in color form. So bottle number 2 is called the moon, and it's pale blue over royal blue. So the moon. So the moon governs your tides, the seasons and cycles. So this is a very cyclic vibration. And the 2 is really about partnerships. You know, the 2 is about 2 opposing forces coming together. So lots of 2s are happiest when they're in a relationship or a collaboration in business. So there is that beautiful sort of energy of like intuition, sensitivity, the empath. So many 2s connect up with the vibration of animals or babies. And you're super sensitive because you've got 2 2s within your birth chart, Marlo. And so whenever you've got more than one of the same number, it kind of amplifies the vibration of that within your personality. Now, sometimes if you're living in the shadow of the 2, though, it can mean that you feel either second best or not heard by other people as well. So sometimes you might be like, well, why do I always get chosen last? You know, or why does everybody else always be prioritized before me? So there is this, but also the 2 is more of the follower. So you prefer to be the PA to the boss rather than the boss, unless you're a life path 10 or an 8. And actually you're a 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 28, 29, 30. You're actually a life path 3. So you're super creative and very intuitive. So the 3s are very, very performative. The 3s are very creative. They're often aligned with music and writing and poetry and the healing arts. And then you've got that deep sort of counseling sensitivity of the 2 in there as well. So you're actually very sensitive soul. Whenever you've got like, you see you've got the 3, Marlo, which is Jupiter. This is bottle 3 in the color mirrors. It's coral in color. And then you've got the 2, which is the moon. So Jupiter and the moon. So when you've got these colors as your soul colors, this is very, very Pleiadian energy. The Pleiades, the 7 sisters. So it's super sensitive, those color combination as your soul colors. And then you've got 9, 10, 11, 12 is 3. You're in a personal year 3 as well. So this again for you is a year of expansion, socially and consciously. So learning new things. Remember, your brain will be stimulated in a personal year 3, and you'll be able to anchor and integrate that information a lot better. But it's very good for broadening your social horizons as well. So everything's kind of going that way in your personal year 3. So past life implications for you, maybe as a shaman, I'm picking up on like shamanic past lives, possibly mystery school timelines as well. You may have been through the mystery schools in either the Pleiades or Sirius, I feel. But you may sometimes have difficulties with expressing yourself verbally. So verbal self-expression can be quite challenging for you, especially when it's connected with your feelings, whenever you've only got the 1-1. Now, you've got the arrow of frustration running through your birth chart as well. Whenever you don't have the 4, 5, and 6 in your birth date, it's known as the arrow of frustration. So this means that you've got a bit of a weak soul protection. Sorry, no, it doesn't. It just means that there was difficulties for you during childhood, i.e. parents separating. Maybe you lost one of your parents when you were growing up, or you were bullied because you're so sensitive. You may have been bullied at school, or it could have been issues around sibling rivalry. But there would have been some real challenges for you during the earlier years. You're a very ambitious person as well. And I do feel like there may have been some sacrifice in one of these 3 areas in your life, Marlo. So either love, health, or money may have presented itself as being a bit of a pattern of loss for you. Yeah. So you know, you'll know which one it is. So you may have loved and then lost, and then loved someone else and then lost and loved and lost. Or it could have been, you know, you made loads of cash and then you lost it all, and then you made cash again and then you lost it all again. So that's, yeah, how it can sometimes play itself out, Marlo. And, you know, being a beautiful, sensitive Libran soul as well. Sorry, Virgo. You're a Virgoan. I love the Virgos. Aren't they just the best? So you've got the Andromedan warrior, Nimbus, who's come up for you today. Nimbus. And when Nimbus comes in, it is all about transforming unexpressed anger. All right. So you might have been feeling a little bit frazzled, you know, and maybe, you know, you just feel like sometimes you can feel enraged, you know, a bit angry about stuff. And you're like, well, how do I process that? Sometimes, especially twos, they'll tend to bottle a lot of that up and not express it. So you might need to transform some of that. Just know that it's okay, you know, to have anger, because we're human. We're living out a human experience. And sometimes anger masks sadness, like, or grief. So if you are feeling like you can't get it out, like your anger, then I always recommend, when that card comes up, find a hill really, you know, near to your house or wherever, the closest hill that you've got. Go right to the top of it, stand in the middle of it, and then scream at the top of your lungs and just allow it all to come out. Scream, you know, and then you'll feel a whole lot better afterwards. And then go home and have a nice roast dinner. So thank you, Marlo. Marlo goes, thank you, Hayden. Amazing you are. Ah, that's so sweet. Well, you've all said so many complimentary things to me today. It's always so nice to connect with everybody during the live. I'm more than happy, Marlo, to create your 22-page tailor-made Starseed Numerology report for you as well. And that's a report that will explore your birth chart and your name chart, the major influences in your astrology. So it unveils your galactic origins, any past life implications and karmic lessons, as well as your true soul purpose, and the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures. If you'd like that, you can claim the special offer for only 59 Australian dollars by clicking the link in the description. That'll take you through to order that nice and securely through my online shop. And then just remember to send me your birth date, ideally your time of birth as well, if you know it, and your place of birth, plus the name that you prefer to use, and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. And that'll get emailed through as a PDF on completion. Fantastic. Well, hopefully you've all had fun today. Now, is there anybody else watching at this moment in time that would like a reading with me today before I head off? Then now's the time to speak up. I will finish today's live with a card for anybody who's watching the live with me right now. And that is, there you go. Ah, there you go. You do know them. Ah, you're so welcome. The Hadean leader. This is Ashtari. And this is the card of leading with compassion, charm, and affection. So, you know, this is the type of leader that you want to be as we move into the new golden age. All right. So remember to always lead with compassion, because you just don't know what somebody's experienced before you've met them. Big love, guys. So lovely to connect with you, Marlo, and everybody else during today's live. I'll catch you next time round. Bye for now.